Energy markets and prices are by nature mercurial. Throw in a war, a headline-grabbing corruption case, a new law, and market trends moving away from carbon-emitting energy sources, and things are downright volatile. And all of that will impact what you're set to pay this summer to turn on the lights and to run the AC. Amanda Vinicky joins us now to explain. Amanda.
Yes, Brandis, as complicated and volatile as energy markets are, what most people care about is that their lights turn on. And then, yes, when the electric bill comes, they care about how much it costs. Of course, in Illinois, you do have an extra layer of intrigue, maybe skepticism, given that you did have in 2020 ComEd admitting to federal prosecutors that it had spent nearly a decade using bribery to try to get laws passed in Springfield that would be favorable to the utilities' bottom line. That includes a law that gives state regulators very little leeway when ComEd seeks to increase the rates that it charges to deliver electricity to our homes, like ComEd is trying to do now. ComEd earlier this month filed to increase rates by $199 million. The company says that's needed to make reliability improvements. Now, that is due to one of those laws passed during the bribery scheme. Citizens Utility Board Director David Collada says, therefore, there's not much that can be done about it.
We're going to be doing everything we can. We're going to be scrutinizing this carefully. I do think it's fair to say, though, that because if the past is any guide, because of this formula rate, we won't be able to zero out this rate increase.
That is the bad news for ComEd customers who, like really all over the place, are also contending with high energy prices in general, in large part due to Russia and its war in Ukraine. Now, there is good news, and this deals not with the price of delivering electricity, but with the cost of electricity itself.
The good news is that the projections are starting in June that ComEd customers will see an overall bill reduction that will average about $10 a month for the typical customer.
That is due to the Consumer Energy Jobs Act, that is, or CEJA, you'll hear it called. It's a state law signed last summer that aims to put Illinois on the path to 100% renewable energy by 2050. Clean Energy Jobs Act, by the way. Now, part of that law is ensuring nuclear plants that had been threatening to shut down would instead continue to operate by requiring customers pay a subsidy to keep them running. Deputy Governor of Illinois, Christian Mitchell, led negotiations for the Pritzker administration.
What we also did was we created a hedge so that if wholesale electricity prices spiked in a massive way, there would be protection for customers in the ComEd zone. That's what's happened between the perfect storm of a supply crunch from COVID-19 and a war of Russian aggression in Ukraine. We've seen those wholesale electricity prices go up. But the good news is for families in the ComEd zone, they're going to see more than $200 returned to them in energy credits.
Put it this way, nuclear plants had fought for this law and for that subsidy because they said that they essentially needed a guarantee in order to be profitable. With these high energy prices, they are more than making that profit. So that kicks in a provision of the law. And instead of consumers having to pay a subsidy, customers here in Northern Illinois will receive a monthly rebate or credit starting in June.
And that will be pretty substantial. In the first year, it looks like it's going to be about $18 a month on average. That doesn't mean you'll see it 18 months every month, $18 every month. It doesn't mean that every customer will get exactly the same, but it's going to be a pretty significant benefit for consumers.
It is a different story downstate, where Ameren delivers electricity and uses a totally different multi-state grid. And therein really is the difference. Collada says that central and southern Illinois residents and businesses are going to be facing a whammy on several fronts. The grid, called MISO, has even warned of increased risk of temporary controlled outages. In other words, a risk of brownouts. Ameren opted out of that nuclear subsidy plan known as the Carbon Mitigation Program. So their customers not eligible to receive any rebate. And then also there is that spike in energy and capacity prices.
It's going to be, it's going to be bad. It's going to be very bad. We have not done the math completely, but it's looking like it could be around $40 a month increase, about, close to $500, maybe a little bit more over the course of a year. It's very, very significant.
We are seeing energy issues pop up in the race for mayor. You have the Public Interest Research Group saying that major law, CEJA, should have done more to earlier return to regulators their ability to keep down rates. Also, you have Republicans accusing Governor Pritzker of contributing to the spike in costs by giving gas and coal-powered plants deadlines to shutter. Now, Mitchell says that coal plants had already been phasing out due to market economics long before that renewable energy law.
We need to focus on the energy of the future. And my hope is that my Republican friends, some of whom voted for this bill, will be encouraging their local developers to start planning for that.
Still, it's going to take a long time for some of these large-scale solar projects to come on board. And so in the interim, yes, downstate, really high energy prices are expected. And you can, however, anticipate in the short term for lawmakers and utility consumer advocates to be fighting for efforts to bring some relief to consumers in central and southern Illinois. With that, Brandis, back to you.
Amanda, thank you.